Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again today. I'm Lindsay Johnson. I'm here to bring you another 7 Senses Therapy quarantine tip. So what we're going to discuss today are some tips to make handwriting a little bit more fun at home. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some ideas that we have for handwriting tasks. The first one is a very popular one called silly sentences, where your child chooses a silly word or a silly phrase that's appropriate and they use it to make a sentence, and then you guys take turns. Another idea is called Describe It, where they choose their favorite character, Minecraft, Lego characters, Star Wars, Disney princesses, and they have 1 to 2 minutes to write as many words as they can about that subject. Another idea are indoor or outdoor scavenger hunts, where they go around and find the item and then they have to write it down. A few ideas for some older children are Mad Libs, tongue twisters, or riddles, and then you can create your own comic book, and that will incorporate some drawing and coloring as well. Now I have a few items that will help make handwriting a little bit more enjoyable. If you're working on finding errors and correcting errors, you can have your child use a highlighter to go around and highlight the errors, and it's a fun bright color for them to use. Or if you have some small stickers at home, you can place the stickers above or below where the errors are, and that's another fun way for them to incorporate some fine motor. A few other ideas is if you turn it into a competition or a game, that's always popular. And then if you have a die or dice from an old board game at home, you can take turns rolling it, and whatever number it lands on is the amount of times you have to write the word or write the sentence. And then a few other ideas is if you use different items like a chalkboard or a whiteboard, that's a great way to get them interested in writing, and it's a little bit of a fun different way, and then outside chalk would be great as well. If you have a window that this is appropriate for and you're working on tracing, you can take a plain white piece of paper and tape it up to your window and have your child stand and trace whatever it is through the window pane using the daylight. Another idea is if you have a table that this is appropriate for, you actually take the paper and tape it to the table and they lay on their back to work on tracing or handwriting that way. And then another suggestion is to have your child make some type of choice, so that maybe they can choose the subject they're going to write about, how many times they write about, or when during the day. They get to do it after lunch or before lunch, but having them make some type of choice will help it make it a little bit more preferable. And then the last suggestion for this part is to use your child's motivator. We talked about that previously in a video. If you've identified what their motivator is, have it next to them if that's possible. If not, you can just have a verbal reminder of what they're earning after they get through their handwriting task. And then my last suggestion is to make a brain break card. And I have a few details here for you. So we suggest about 3 options on the brain break. And what I have here is a fidget, exercise, or a snack. And it's important that the brain breaks are used for 1 to 2 minutes, and they have to come back and complete the task. This is not a way to get out of handwriting. It's just giving their brain a break for a minute. And so we suggest that you use this when they're needing it. So if you're noticing that they're getting a little bit frustrated, you can say, hey, how about we use one of your brain break cards? What would you like to do for 1 to 2 minutes? And then you get right back to the task. And if transitions are difficult for your child, if getting up from the table and coming back is probably not the best idea right now, then I suggest you do something at the table, like use a hand fidget, or you can complete a few chair push-ups where they push themselves up, and that'll give them some activity as well. So these were our few handwriting tips today. I hope they help you. If you have any questions about these tips or a free 15-minute session or interested in our virtual summer camps, please email us at 7sensestherapy@gmail.com. Thank you.